What's going on, Mixtape Mall? Welcome to Indie College 101. I am going to talk about being an indie artist, what that means versus a mainstream artist. Some people tend to wear indie artists as a badge of honor. Unless you're selling records as an indie artist, it's no badge of honor. It's a lot of hard work that's involved, and to get into a level where people want to even buy your records or buy your material, even though it's great. It could be the best, the hottest stuff that's out there. Just the natural trends say that people don't buy indie music unless there's a following. So with that being said, it's very important to build up your following as an indie artist. And exactly how do you do that? It starts with ground roots. It starts with a lot of marketing, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. That stuff is great, but people still not going to buy your records just because you have a YouTube channel or Facebook channel. You get 1,000 likes, they don't equate to any money. Basically what you have to do is you have to start performing. Find venues. There's a couple of venues and a couple of booking agencies that we utilize, and we put in the resource page that you guys can utilize too. They book you in your local clubs, local venues, wherever you are. They go by your area code, and they do that to build up your following. They don't book you in Florida if you live in South Carolina. What happens is, once you start to do all right and get a following, they'll expand your territory. So let's say you're in South Carolina. What they do is they have basically clubs and venues who are looking for artists, mainly hip-hop artists, to perform in the club. And what happens is they benefit from having you perform in the club by getting people in the seats. By getting people in the seats, they actually sell drinks. That's where they're going to make their money. So you actually can sell tickets. They're going to sell tickets on your behalf online and at the door. So basically there's a 12 ticket minimum. If you're an indie artist and you're in a hometown and you don't have 12 people that will come out and see your show, then you need to get this stuff up. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to say stuff, but you need to give it up. So there's a 12 ticket minimum. You get $2 to $3 off every ticket. It's a $50 minimum. They're going to pay you $50 just going to perform. And what happens is you build up a grassroots movement. If you're good, if you're engaging, and people like your music, they're going to invite you back. Your following will tend to grow. And what happens is, now that you have a captive audience, you're in front of a captive audience, you have a better chance of them buying your music just by simply demanding them in the middle of the performance or at the end or the beginning to take out their phone, go to your page, and purchase your music right there. Most of them will, because you're engaging them. And that's how you grow on the grassroots level. That's how you sell records. You start to do that, and you start to build up a following, and you start to perform more in different venues. Then you're stretching yourself out. You're in South Carolina, then maybe 2 months later you are in Florida. You got a following. You're doing shows in Florida. That goes well. You're getting paid more money. It just kind of snowball effects. Anytime you're in front of a captive audience, you're going to sell records more than you would just by telling somebody, hey, go to my SoundCloud or go to my Facebook, download this. They're not going to do it. They just don't. They barely buy mainstream artist music. So as an indie artist, you have to work twice as hard and understand the methods used to get real fans, not just likes, to get real fans to actually buy your music. And that comes with performance. So if you guys need the information and want to perform in your local areas and venues, it's going to be added to the resource page. You can contact me, or you can contact Preston at Vane Music, or you can contact me at Vane Music. That's Lavelle at VaneMusic.com. So we'll have the resources that you need, so you can start out with that. Use this tip. 25 years in the business, and I'm not saying I know everything, but I've been around, and so utilize the resources on the page, Mixtape Mall. That way, you're following the steps, and you're taking your career to another level. People take you serious when you're an indie artist and you're selling records. If you're not selling the records, it's a hobby for you. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to get you to a level where you are in front of a captive audience and you have the potential to engage them and they will buy your music. So just keep that in mind and be looking out for more videos for Indie College 101. Take care.